Hello, this is Pre-Algebra 8-7, solving inequalities by adding and subtracting, okay? So if you're looking at the little bubble down below of me, if you see my eyes going over to the left-hand side there, that's where my online text is. And if you see it just dropping down below, that's where my tablet is, where we're marking up right here. So that's what I'm doing. All right, so solving inequalities by adding and subtracting. When you add and subtract numbers across an inequality sign, in this section, the inequality sign doesn't change. It stays the same, all right? So then, generically, if you are looking at it, it says that if you have A greater than B, okay, then if you take some other number and add it to both sides, A plus C greater than B plus C, that's a true statement. And you can also subtract it as well. A minus C will then be greater than B minus C. So if A is originally greater than B, if you add the same thing to both sides, then you still have the same value equality. It's still true. Likewise with subtraction, if you take away the same amount from both sides, you still have a true inequality. The resultant A will still be greater than the resultant B. All right. And again, the reverse is also true. If A is less than B, then if you add the same thing to both sides of the inequality, you will still have a true statement, okay? And if you subtract the same thing from both sides, you will still have a true statement. The A left-hand side will still be less than B, the right-hand side. Let's just do an example real quick of this kind of thing, where if you started out with 2, which is greater than negative 3, all right? Then if you add 5 to both sides, 2 plus 5 is greater than negative 3 plus 5, okay? So we have 7 greater than 2. That's the true statement, okay? So it holds. Likewise, the same thing over here, okay? If you had, say, 3 less than 8, and you subtracted 4 away from both sides, okay, we're going to subtract 4. So 3 minus 4 is less than 8 minus 4. 3 minus 4 then becomes negative 1. 8 minus 4 is still 4. So yes, negative 1 is less than 4. So that still holds true as well. Okay, example 1. And this will be on page 445. All right, and it says you're going to solve this equation. N minus 8 is less than 15. All right, so you have done this kind of thing before, only with an equal sign. Now you have it with an inequality sign. But the steps to solving this are still the same, okay? You have to isolate the term with the variable, which would be the n. And what's happening to the n is that 8 is being subtracted from it. So you need to undo that by adding 8 to both sides. Okay? So now you bring the n down. N, negative 8 plus 8 is 0. Less than 15 plus 8 is 23. So n is less than 23. All right. So that means that all of the n's less than 23 will make this up here a true statement, okay? All right, let's do example 2 on page 446. Okay, and it says negative 4 is greater than or equal to A plus 7. All right. And again, we want to isolate the term with the variable in it. The term with the variable is the A. Remember coefficients? Coefficients are the number that's in front of the A. If there's nothing in front of the A, then the coefficient is 1. And in this case, a positive 1. So just remember that, okay? So the term with the coefficient is the a, and we have to get rid of the 7. We have to undo that. So to undo addition, we use subtraction. So we subtract from both sides, because remember, what you do to one side of the equation, you must do to the other to maintain balance, okay? So negative 4 minus 7. If you have negative 4 down there on the ground and you throw down another negative 7s, you end up with negative 11, okay? Is just equal to a, because positive 7 minus 7 is 0. So a is less than or equal to negative 11. Now, when you rewrite this with the variable on the left side like this, make darn sure that you orient the inequality sign correctly, okay? So for the a, the inequality sign is pointing to the a. So make sure that when you rewrite it, the inequality sign points to the a. All right? So that is all a's such that a is less than or equal to negative 11. Okay, I want to do one more example, example 3 from the book, and I have put it on our page here because doing a story problem without having the story problem in front of you, listening to someone recite it, is really boring, and you don't track it very well at all, okay? So the Airbus A380 can seat up to 853 passengers, okay? Suppose there are currently 632 passengers boarded on the airplane, which inequality here indicates how many more people are able to board. All right, so there's a couple of important pieces to this problem. The A380 can seat up to 853 passengers. So what does that mean as an inequality? Up to means less than or equal to, okay? Which, as far as an inequality goes, looks like that. So that's the first big piece, okay? Secondly, the next big piece is, what is it that they're actually asking you to provide in this problem? What are you trying to solve for? And what you're trying to solve for is how many more people are able to board, okay? That's your variable, okay? So we're going to let P equal people left to board. And the last piece is already there. It's just that there are 632 passengers already on the plane, okay? So how do you think about this? Well, the best way to think about it, right now we have to write an equation that models this, okay? So you know that the people that are left to board plus the people that are already on the plane have to relate to the total number of passengers that the plane can carry, okay? So we just write that out. So we have P is the people left to board plus 632. Those are the passengers already on the board. And that has to, not equal, that has to be less than or equal to what? The total. 853. Okay? So to find out what P is, you solve for it by subtracting 632 from both sides. And what you get is P less than or equal to, was it 221? Yes. All right. So the answer then is answer C. Okay. And again, if you have any questions, you can email me or drop them into the comments below the video. Thank you.